massive game today, so fingers crossed. We've had chances both ways. I think we have started to settle, but it's all too slow, a bit too safe. So we need to do something a bit different second half, maybe take some chances going forwards.
What a win, what a win. Just great to see United play that way again. It feels like been, well, far too long since we put in a really good performance. I thought everyone played well.
Hiya Blaze, so team news just released, same team as last week but one change. Unfortunately Baldock's injured. Obviously when he went off last week we were a bit concerning, but it'd be nice to have him back hopefully for next week. Doesn't sound too bad. Osborne comes in, which I think is a decent change to be honest, so hopefully that'll be a positive move. I think last week, first half in particular, we looked quite good going forwards, so hopefully we can see that dynamism, hopefully we can create a bit, hopefully we get a good result. Massive game today, so fingers crossed. Up the Blades. Hiya Blades, so 0-0 half time, and to be honest I think that's probably just about a fair reflection. I think, you know, first 10 minutes we were really struggling. You know, they had a couple of really good chances. There were one where they've just got in behind way too easy. Lads glided past Egan. Fortunately for us, a bit of a poor finish. Wes has done really well as well just to keep it out. And then again, 5 minutes later, still in the first 10 minutes, they've managed to get a 2-on-1 opportunity. Wes has got ball at his feet, passes it to their striker. Fortunately, they take a bit too long and don't manage to get the shot off, which is really good. It just means we just about crowded them out, so that's nice to see. I thought from that point we did start to improve. I thought we got control of the ball, we seemed to settle. Created a couple of chances ourselves. I thought Sander Berger, there was a really nice ball over the top from 𝐍𝐸𝐶. He brings it down well, but just doesn't have the time and space to pick his spot. And then later on, he gets in again, another good ball from 𝐍𝐸𝐶, just into him, takes a fantastic first touch to glide past the man, and keeper makes a good save. So overall, we've had chances both ways. I think we have started to settle, but it's all too slow, a bit too safe. So we need to do something a bit different second half, maybe take some chances going forwards. I think it'll be really good to get Billy on, see him coming back into the team. And fingers crossed we can get that win that we so desperately need.
Second half then, Blades, what a win, what a win. Just great to see United play that way again. It feels like been, well, far too long since we put in a really good performance. I thought everyone played well. I'll go through some of the highlights of that second half. 47th minute, 𝐍𝐸𝐶 a header from a wonderful cross from Morgan Gibbs-White. Nothing more than the Blades deserved. A wonderful way to kickstart that second half. 59th minute, the ref brought it back when I thought 𝐍𝐸𝐶 looked like he was going to burst through. I thought that was a very poor bit of officiating from a referee who generally had an average game. I thought the second half he got a lot fussier and didn't give some blatant handballs for both sides. 70th minute, good save. Wes, when the ball was flicked on the Cardiff player with that throw-in that they had, very dangerous moment, but really one of the only moments where I thought Cardiff might actually score. 72 minutes, Billy Sharp brought on, and what a performance from the skipper. I thought though fouled in the box on 72, not given. 89th minute then we had to wait for what I thought was 2 clear penalty appeals for the Blades. Not given, but a handball and a push. And then into the 90, Sander Berger hitting the post. That would have been 2-0, that would have been well deserved. But 1-0 is absolutely fantastic. It's all about 3 points at this stage of the season.
Hi Blades, it's Statman here with the positives and negatives from that victory over Cardiff at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Game 44 of the season, just 2 left after that one, and all that matters is 3 points. So that's my biggest positive of them all. Points are all that matters. The performance was okay, wasn't the greatest of the season, but it was a professional job and we held on nicely. One little bit of a negative is the crowd versus players debate. Does it need the players and the team to play well to get the crowd going? Or when it's a bit flat, does it need the crowd to lift the players? In the first half, it was a little bit of a stalemate, neither getting each other going. But you know what, we got into the break at 0-0 and we had to come out and do the business the second half, and this time we most definitely did. Morgan Gibbs-White over to 𝐍𝐸𝐶. Great to see him get forward. Without a recognised striker to see 𝐍𝐸𝐶 get forward into that position and nod home, that's a great positive for me as well. Billy coming on for 20 minutes, it's got to be a positive. Fell down a little bit trying to win a penalty. Well, we'll let him off. Not the Sheffield United way, is it? Overall though, professional performance, saw it out, didn't look like conceding. Defensively looked good. Ben Osborne filled in really well at right wing back. Sander Berg, I thought, had a reasonable game as well. Ooding positivity with that result. Results elsewhere actually went our way as well. Only a point for Borough. Millwall getting beat. It's in our hands. It's Friday night. That's a negative. Away at QPR. I mean, why we have that last game on a Friday night away from home, who knows? But we can't control the TV scheduling. If you're down at QPR at the Crown Prince Stadium, get your fancy dress on, sing loud, sing proud, sing the Blades on, and I look forward to 2 regular league games and 3 more in those wondrous playoffs where the curse will be broken.
Well, folks, a much better performance, one that deserves the full 3 points that we got today. Now, to the player ratings, where we start, as always, in goal with Clean Sheet Wes, who today gets an 8.5 for yet another clean sheet. He kept us solid at the back during the first 10 minutes when we looked quite shaky, but as we got into the rest of the game, didn't have to do too much, and that's okay with me. 8.5 for Clean Sheet Wes. Moving on to our back 3, we had, of course, on the right-hand side, Chris Basham. Gave him an 8 today because we finally are seeing that overlapping run on the right-hand side. The link-up play with everybody on that side today I thought was really, really well. It was definitely where all of our threats were coming from. And part of that was because of Basham playing much better today. John Egan in the middle of our defense gets a 7.5. I thought he was really solid. Again, that first 10 minutes we needed everybody to step up, and we played pretty well to get through that without conceding a goal. Robinson on the left side, also a really decent performance today, a 7.5. We saw a few long throws, and that's, I'm over here on Jackie long throw watch. But while nothing came of that today, I thought that it's always important to have that on the field. That threat of a long throw into the box at any moment is really important. So great to see him playing well. On to our wing backs. Of course, we had on the right-hand side Ben Osborne stepping in for the injured George Baldock, and I thought Ozzy did a great job. An 8.5 today is what I'm going to give him. The link-up play was outstanding. Now, yes, he had to cut back onto his left foot the majority of the time, but I don't mind that because of his work rate, the effort that he's putting in, running back for defensive plays, running forward to get involved in the attack. Ben Osborne, love to see it, 8.5. And on the other side, we had Enda Stevens. He gets a 7.5. Now, I thought Stevens was going to get taken off about the time that Billy Sharp got subbed on, but Hecky left him on. He played the rest of the game, so whatever injury it looked like he had, I guess he was able to work through. We'll see moving forward if we have to play Reece Norrington-Davis in the next game or the game after that. But hopefully Enda can stay healthy because he's definitely been a solid component of the left-hand side of our attack, and I really like to see the positions he was getting in today. Into our midfield, we of course have Ollie Norwood in that deep-lying playmaker role. He gets a 7.5 from me today. Had some good pings, had some good set pieces, and had some good last-ditch tackles. Now, unfortunately, he did get a yellow card for one that was clearly a yellow card, and we obviously don't want to see that a lot. But when he has to make the tackle, Norwood's okay to make that type of a tackle, and that's why we like to see him out there. And on the left-hand side of our midfield, we had, of course, John Fleck, moving around, as always, up and down the field, getting involved in every portion of play that we have. Gets an 8 today. Love to see John Fleck. Sander Berge got an 8.5 from me today. Honestly, this rating could have been higher. I thought Sander had a really, really good game, but when you miss a opportunity, a chance as open as he did right at the end to seal it for us, make it 2-0, of course, I'm going to dock you at least a point on your player rating. So only an 8.5 for Sander today. But the player of the match, man of the match for me, with a 9.5 is, of course, Morgan Gibbs-White. I thought he was really good. I thought he deserved to have 2 assists. Could have had a goal as well. Almost everything that he tried today actually worked. Maybe that says more about Cardiff than it does about Morgan Gibbs-White. But regardless, he was the best player on the pitch by far. So a 9.5 today for Morgan. And, of course, his partner up top, we'll call him a attacking mid partner or shadow striker partner, whatever role Ndiaye was playing today. I thought he played it well. He gets a 9. Got his head on that brilliant cross from Gibbs-White to score the goal that gave us the 3 points today. And yes, he did come off. Maybe some precautionary for him, as well as to get some minutes in Billy Sharp's legs. I think Sharp was always going to come on for Ndiaye at some point in the game, even with Ndiaye scoring our goal. And speaking of subs, Sharp, giving him a 7.5 today. He was our only sub, but he came on and he was effective. He pushed the line. He tried to draw as many fouls as he could. Some of them were actually fouls. Some of them the ref didn't want to give in the penalty box. I don't know. But anyways, solid performance from Sharp. Whether or not he starts for me in these last couple games, I think he has to be involved. I think he has to come off the bench and at least have that presence, that threat of a Billy Sharp goal at any moment. And I'd love to see him back and at least healthy, even if he's sitting on the bench. And of course, 𝐍𝐸, our manager, getting an 8.5 from me today. He only used one of his 3 subs, which maybe he could have given a couple more players some rest, especially the players who looked like they were going down with some sort of injury throughout the game. But on the whole, to get the team to rally, to bounce back, to get the 3 points that we need, because we need every single point down the stretch here, I did like that from 𝐍𝐸. So an 8.5 today. And of course, if you guys enjoy these Fans React videos, if you enjoy the player ratings, leave a comment down below saying what your player ratings are. Of course, like the video and subscribe to the Sheffield United Way YouTube channel for more great Sheffield United fan content like this. We'll see you in the next one.